Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I have to share this with you. I don't know why I do, but there's a movie out right now. I tried to watch it on Hulu. It's about John Kennedy Jr. and Caroline Bessette. It's called, who the hell knows what it's called? In any event, I tried to watch it. Now, to Generation X, Gen X as we call it, they don't know who John Kennedy Jr. is. Do you know, Yuri? John Kennedy Jr., does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, I was a big fan of his.
You were a fan of his, okay.
Well, that's before my time, but I appreciate his legacy and what he tried to do. Probably one of the few Democrats I respect.
What do you think he tried to do? He was one of the dumbest people. He was a bag of rocks.
I viewed him as an anti-establishment figure.
He was so establishment it wasn't even funny.
Well, you know better than me. I'm not going to debate.
Probably did drugs every day with that Caroline Bessette. He killed those people. He's a nut. Listen, with all due respect, I got to get this out of the way here. I got to get this out. I do not understand this whole Kennedy thing, all right? I don't get it. I don't understand it, okay? I don't get it. John Kennedy Jr. was from the time he was, and I think all of us know this, when you were constantly told you are so handsome, and Tony, you know this, so handsome that women just keel over. They can't. They see you, but they can't believe it. Oh my God! You're not gonna believe who I saw. Who? Tony Atwell. What? Is he? He's as handsome. The man's a god. I know you've heard this. I've heard it too, and it's embarrassing. But this is all people said. And the poor guy flunked the bar, and they laughed at him. And if you listen to him talk, he was not. The whole George magazine. You know what? He wanted he just wanted to be. It's kind of like John, his father, wanted to be an actor. And don't forget John's father's gay. What was his name? Not limb building, but he had this gay friend. And Job Kennedy said, "Look, I don't care if he's gay or not, as long as he doesn't get anybody pregnant." I mean, they had sex to them meant it was like breathing. It didn't matter. No such thing as party affiliation. Okay, the whole group. But John Kennedy, I'm listening to this, and there's this wonderful woman, Maureen Callahan, who was absolutely spot on with this ridiculous adoration. He killed these people. He shouldn't have been flying that plane. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. He was reckless. And he and that Caroline Bessette were fighting all the time. Both of them were whacked out on I don't know what kind of drugs they were. And the one that he loved the most was Daryl Hannah. Just like Prince Andrew loved Koo Stark. But they died, and it's tragic. It was stupid. He didn't have to do that. Remember when Ted Kennedy, they had the Navy went looking for him? The Navy? And finally they got him and had him a burial at sea. I don't even think if they even considered the Bessette family. I don't know. But he was reckless. And he was a bag of rocks. Everybody thought he was but it was the way he looked and the name and the whole Kennedy thing. And I cannot stand false, how do I say this? Somebody mentioned before De Niro. De Niro is, to me, is a half-ass actor. I don't know why they say he's that terrific. If you see him in one role, you've seen him in every role there ever was, with the exception of Rupert Pupkin in The King of Comedy. And that's it. That's it. I don't know what happened to him. He's the same. At least De Niro starts to yell more. He's got these ridiculous voices, these tantrums, these strange outbursts of volume that match in no way the actual parameters of the conversation. But it goes back to the thing about handsome. He was so handsome. And when he died, people were... I missed the whole story. And his whole thing was, I'm walking around with my shirt off. John, do me a favor. Sit down, my friend. Listen. I know you don't want to hear this. And not that there's anything wrong with it. But when you walk around and you're prancing around with a bunch of guys playing sweaty touch football all the time, you know, you may not like to hear this, but a lot of us don't say, hey, what a macho guy that is. It might be the opposite. You know what I mean? Especially, as according to Maureen Callahan, he walked around constantly nude in the gym. What is the matter with these people? I don't understand. What is the matter? And they turn on each other. Look what they did to Bobby Kennedy Jr. Those rat bastards. Look at them. All of them. The way of him. He did more to bring people's awareness. By the way, Bobby's got this thing about, Bobby, don't quit taking off your shirt. I got it. You do pull-ups. I got it. I understand it. Yeah, I got it. That's terrific. And Pete Hegseth, I got it. You do push-ups. What's the matter with these people? I don't understand any of this. But with Bobby Kennedy, they turned on him. So I just had to bring this up. Whether it's Andrew, whether it's those people, I can't stand monarchic, this notion of these people with a name. You've got to be kidding me. And the best part about it, about John Kennedy, he didn't have that Kennedy look. Didn't have those teeth. You ever see those teeth, those Kennedy? If you took the Kennedy's teeth and merged them with the Osmonds, oh my God, they could eat M&Ms through a picket fence.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our country has to offer, especially health care. Across every state, every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.